Imagine a drill, spinning in the icy silence, reaching down, deeper and deeper, to places no human has ever seen. What secrets might it uncover? What strange worlds are hidden beneath our feet, waiting to be discovered? For centuries we have wondered what lies under the thin crust of our planet. Is there life? Is there water? Are there forces beyond our understanding? The idea is both thrilling and, honestly, a little terrifying. If we dig too deep, will we find only rock and heat? Or will we stumble upon something unknown, something ancient that has never seen the light? Every meter down is a journey into the past, a voyage into a world untouched by time. These questions drove a group of brave scientists and engineers to attempt the impossible. They chose a lonely corner of the Arctic Circle, where winter never truly ends and silence reigns. There, they began to dig. What they found would amaze, confuse, and even frighten people for decades to come. This is the story of the Kola Super Deep Borehole, the deepest hole ever drilled by humankind. The year was 1970. The world was locked in a race for knowledge and power. In the far northwest of Russia, on the Kola Peninsula, a new kind of race began, one not for space, but for the heart of the Earth itself. Soviet scientists wanted to learn what lay below, to test theories about the planet's crust, and perhaps to find valuable minerals. The Kola Super Deep Borehole was not built in a warm city or a lush forest. It rose from the frozen tundra, battered by winds that howled across the empty land. For months each year, the sun barely rose. For months again, it never set. It was a place of extremes, cold, isolation, and mystery. Why here? The rocks of the Kola Peninsula are among the oldest on Earth. By drilling here, the Soviets hoped to answer questions about the planet's early history. How thick is the continental crust? What can we learn about earthquakes and volcanoes? Can we unlock the secrets of our planet's birth? It was an extraordinary challenge. The machinery was new, the risks unknown, but the promise of discovery was too great to resist. As the drill bit spun and chewed through ancient rock, the team pushed further than any had dared before. By 1989, after nearly 20 years of effort, the Kola Super Deep Borehole reached an astonishing depth of 12,262 meters, over 12 kilometers. To put this in perspective, Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth, stands 8,848 meters above sea level. If you placed Everest in the hole, its tip would be nearly 4 kilometers below ground. The Kola borehole is a man-made chasm, plunging further than the world's highest peak rises. But the descent was never easy. For every kilometer down, new problems appeared. The deeper they drilled, the harder the rock became. Temperatures soared, reaching nearly 180 degrees Celsius at the bottom, hot enough to boil water and destroy most equipment. Yet, the team pressed on. They built special machinery. They learned from each setback. They reached a world where sunlight and air had never existed, a place where time and pressure ruled all. As the borehole grew deeper, the discoveries grew stranger. At depths where no life should exist, the team found tiny fossils, remnants of ancient single-celled organisms trapped in rock more than 2 billion years old. These fossils whispered stories of ancient seas and vanished worlds. Even more astonishing, the drillers discovered water. This was not rainwater trickling down from above. It was ancient, locked away in cracks and crevices far below the surface. How had it survived the crushing pressures and intense heat? Its presence hinted at unknown cycles deep within the Earth. The rocks themselves were a puzzle. Scientists expected granite to change to a denser form called basalt at a certain depth. To their surprise, the granite continued, cracked and altered by immense heat, but never transforming as expected. The Earth, it seemed, was more complex than any textbook had guessed. Each sample brought new questions. How had these rocks formed? What secrets did the ancient water hold? The Kola borehole became a treasure trove for geologists, a glimpse into the planet's distant past and hidden processes. As news of the borehole spread, stories began to swirl. Some said the drillers had heard strange noises, rumors of screams or mysterious voices rising from the depths. Others claimed the scientists had found evidence of hidden civilizations or even gateways to another world. These tales grew in the telling. On the internet, they became legends, the well to hell, where lost souls cried out in torment. Some claimed that the project was halted because of what was found, not technical failure. But none of these stories are true. The real sounds recorded were simply the creaks and groans of the earth under pressure. The truth is even more fascinating. What scientists found were rocks, fossils, and water, not monsters or ghosts. Still, the myths persist. Perhaps it is because the borehole reminds us how much we still do not know. The darkness below is the perfect canvas for our wildest dreams and fears. Despite reaching more than 12 kilometers down, the Kola Super Deep borehole is barely wider than a dinner plate, just 23 centimeters across. Imagine standing at the edge. You could cover the hole with a regular manhole cover, yet it goes deeper than any mine or cave on Earth. The project took 20 years, longer than a generation. During that time, teams worked through freezing winters, technical disasters, and unexpected breakthroughs. Yet, even at its greatest depth, the borehole only scratched the uppermost part of Earth's crust. The crust in this region reaches up to 35 kilometers thick. The Kola borehole is a symbol of human determination and curiosity. It is also a reminder of how small our achievements can seem against the vastness of the planet. The deeper we dig, the more we realize how much remains hidden. These numbers are humbling. Our deepest hole is a pinprick on the surface, a first step into a world of infinite complexity. By the early 1990s, the dream of reaching deeper began to fade. The heat was too intense for the equipment, the rocks were too hard, the pressures too great. Funding ran out, and the world's attention shifted elsewhere. The project was abandoned, the site left silent and cold. Yet, the mystery remains. The Kola Super Deep borehole is still the deepest artificial point on Earth. But even at this depth, we have explored only a tiny fraction of what lies below. The planet's core is thousands of kilometers further down, utterly unreachable with today's technology. What secrets are still hidden in the darkness? What new worlds wait for the next generation of explorers? The Kola borehole is a testament to what we can achieve and a reminder of how much we still have to learn. So I invite you to imagine. Picture yourself at the edge of the world's deepest hole, staring into the unknown. What would you find if you could journey deeper? The mystery of the Earth is waiting, just beyond our reach.